Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. It's Lech Poznan versus Villarreal.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
This is the lineup for the home team.
Well, as you can see, they're playing with a front two, 3 central midfield players and a couple of wing-backs. It's a great system when played well, but it does leave them vulnerable to switches of play.
And here's a look at the starting 11 for Villarreal. Pepe Reina is the goalkeeper. Manu Trigueros plays with Francis Coquelin in the centre of midfield. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. And now they get the ball rolling. He's got space. And let's give credit to the defending. And just wide of the post. Decent effort there. Joel Pereira went in strongly, decisively. Pedro Rebosho. Mikael Ishak. Oh, big chance! And mistimed the run, sadly. That's offside. One player who can really do damage is Morales. And Stuart, I wonder what you think we'll see from him in this game.
Well, Derek, his outstanding attribute is his pace. Not just over the first few yards, but over longer distances as well. And that makes him so difficult to play against. Defenders are unsure whether to get tight or drop off. A dynamic player.
Delivered into the area here. He does have pressure to deal with. Oh, splendid header, but a fine save. Corner awarded. Playing it in. Well, not quite the ideal delivery. Well, making high pressing work for them here. No way through. Room to manoeuvre on the wing. Trigueros. That is a really disappointing effort. Goodness me.
On that occasion, just didn't make the right sort of contact. Should be testing the goalkeeper from that sort of range.
Murawski. Perfect tackle. Trigueros. In the right place to cut out the pass. Promising looking attack. A fine reading of the situation. Mikael Ishak. Might really be able to trouble them here. And Villarreal come away with it. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Coquelin. Well, it was so easy on the eye, that counter-attack, but no reward for them.
Yeah, it was all good until the final effort. It just shows how devastating they can be on the break, though.
Just the challenge that was required. Real chance. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Jackson on the ball. Manu Trigueros has it. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And a strong tackle. Mikael Ishak. Now Christopher Velde. This looks interesting. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. And does well to keep it in play. And a Villarreal throw coming up. Yeremi. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Could be! In it goes! The opening goal in this contest!
Well, let's see it again, because the delivery is absolutely perfect. Hard and low, just inviting someone to run onto it. And the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Are back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Yeremi. It's a weighted pass. Trigueros, great opportunity, just can't get it past him. Pedro Rebosho. Now can they make something happen? A struggle to keep the ball for Villarreal. Mikael Ishak. Well, he needed to read it to get there, and did. Morales. In with a chance. Morales. Oh, he squandered the chance, and he knows it.
Well, it wouldn't have counted anyway. He was offside, but nonetheless, that was a poor attempt.
Shatka. Mikael Ishak. Now Christopher Velde. Well, they want that equaliser, but their passing remains smooth. Breaking at pace. Jackson on the ball. He's in behind. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. Nearly at the break then, and the visitors have eked out a lead. Stuart, an opportune moment, I think, to get your assessment.
Well, it's been a tight game so far, but they've just had that little bit more quality on the ball, particularly in midfield, where they've just started to take control. They'll be fairly happy going in at half-time if it stays like this.
Murawski. Pedro Rebosho. This looks threatening. Trigueros. Chance to finish. He must finish. They've gone and scored again. They're doing everything in their power to make sure they're not pegged back.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And it's a great finish. He holds off the defender, keeps his composure, and finds the back of the net. It's a marvellous goal.
So back underway, with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Mikael Ishak. Well, shielding the ball admirably. Yeremy. And a good-looking ball. And that is defending of the highest order. Mikael Ishak. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Plenty of options. Now Christopher Velde. Might really be able to trouble them here. A gift for any goalkeeper. Kiko Femenia. Morlanes. And take it away. Two minutes of stoppage time coming up. Now Christopher Velde. He's going forward well here. Takes the shot. Well, that wasn't a million miles away.
Well, they're getting closer, but they need to take one of these chances.
And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason, Stuart. He's putting in a really authoritative performance here.
Well, he's looked unstoppable today. Quick, clever, skillful, and he's taken his goals really well. He's been wonderful to watch.
And they kick off here. Morales! Oh, splendid header, but a fine save. Corner awarded. That is a really disappointing effort. Goodness me.
On that occasion, just didn't make the right sort of contact. Should be...
Well, it was so easy on the eye, that counter-attack, but no reward for them.
Yeah, it was all good until the final effort. It just shows how...
Could be. Trigueros. Chance to finish. He must finish. He's going forward well here. Takes the shot. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. And he saw the situation developing. Good movement. And with that, the attack fizzles out. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Mikael Ishak. Good-looking sequence. But really sticking to their task defensively. Mojica. Well read to put an end to that attack. And a Villarreal throw in here. Here it is now, a substitution. Kiko Femenia. And he cuts in from the wing. Big chance! Well, he clearly wants to complete his hat-trick, Stuart.
Well, he's been fantastic up to now. You'd think it's going to come if he gets another opportunity.
Amaral. Murawski. Moving it forward. Mikael Ishak. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. And a fine tackle. Murawski. Now that attack going up a dead end, and the keeper has the ball. Good physical play. Jackson. Now Kokora. Manu Trigueros. Mikael Ishak. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Morlanes. Manu Trigueros has it. Coquelin. And he did well to cut it out. Murawski. Mikael Ishak. Well, a good tackle. Morlanes. Coquelin. Must be! Oh, a great chance it was. Goalkeeper has it. Mikael Ishak. Chance to do damage. But they dealt with the threat posed. Poor pass under no real pressure. Morales. Mojica. They really look after the ball when they have it. And he's through here. Well, the keeper is happy. The bar was there. And keeper's ball in the end.
Well, look at the relief out there. That looked a certain goal, didn't it? Well, they won't come much closer than that. It's a matter of inches from being a really good goal.
Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Manu Trigueros. Now Kokora. 20 minutes to go. João Amaral. And he has options available. This looks threatening. That really would have changed the equation had it gone in, Stuart.
Well, he needed to score there. That may just have given them some hope.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. Mikael Ishak. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper. Manu Trigueros. Great pressure to win the ball back. And crossed in there. Clattered away. Mikael Ishak. Is it going to be? And there is the goal! Wow, that changes the equation. And they have the momentum now.
Well, just look at this. He keeps his composure and he almost passes it into the back of the net. That's a very good goal.
Well, 2-1 it is here. Well, they've given him too much space. A real opening now. Great work defensively, but still the chance. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Well, not allowed to continue. He had drifted into the offside position.
Well, if he takes a step back to the ball and then spins in behind, he'll be onside. But he does know where the space is.
He's in control of the situation. Mikael Ishak. Amaral. Superb block. Gets in the way once more. Now we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. A really sumptuous ball. Oh, a fine block. Koln. Determined defending. He's found a pocket of space. Trailing as they are, they're not likely to get too many opportunities late in this game. Well, quite simply a wild, wayward effort, and the less said about it, the better. And time for the change now. Oh, lovely ball. Nicely timed tackle. Lovely work to get past his man. Jeremy. Here's Morales. Good visualization and execution. Femenia. Able to get a body in the way. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. They need to get bodies back. Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. A terrific defending to stop them progressing. Jackson on the ball. Now Koln. Morales. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. They've got to be really mindful of the time situation, attacking though they might be, but really sticking to their task defensively. So 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Shatka. Joel Pereira. In position here to protect the ball. Clean challenge. Coquelin. Well, strong play here. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, Derek, it was a tight game. Both sides had their moments and chances, but overall, they just about shaded it. A well-earned victory.
His performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Stuart.
Well, that was a great performance. His understanding of how to find space was brilliant today. And, of course, he scored 2 really good goals.
Morales! Oh, splendid header, but a fine save. Corner awarded. Well, it was so easy on the eye, that counter-attack, but no reward for them.
Yeah, it was all good until the final effort. It just shows how...
Could be! Trigueros. Chance to finish. He must finish. And he cuts in from the wing. Big chance. Well, he clearly wants to complete his hat-trick, Stuart.
Well, he's been fantastic up to now. You'd think it's going to come...
Mikael Ishak. Is it going to be? And there is the goal! Well, that changes the equation. Well, quite simply a wild, wayward effort. And the less said about it, the better. And time for the check.